Gilbert Rivers.
Joan Gottfried. I don't know.
Joan Godfrey River.
We should get someone to make an AI image producing thing that like. Well, I guess you could probably do that with any AI image generator, but just
You
like
do that with fucking all of them now.
fuse every celebrity into one fucking monstrosity.
It's just like the end. It's just the end of the game inside, but it's just all these dead celebrities.
Throw up. Kill us, please.
Shit.
This pain. And then you got fucking OJ in there. He's got like just doing like a stabby thing with his arm. I don't know.
Well, welcome back to the show, folks. Aaron, do an intro, do a dance.
What a do, everybody. Hey, my name's Aaron. More than anything in the world, I want to be mummified.
My name's Gerry, and I'm now addicted to Marvel Rivals.
Hey, and you're listening to SuperPod Saga. Yes, hello, welcome back. It is indeed SuperPod Saga. It's the greatest collaboration of all time, even greater than PB&J, Jay-Z, and Beyonce, which is also kind of PB&J if you kind of flipped it around. And even greater than the Wright brothers, dude. Fuck the Wright brothers. They made planes. We make a great fucking podcast, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Better than the Jackson 5, because there's only 2 of us, and it took fucking 5 of them.
That's right. Gerry and we're on a quest to discuss every single last video game topic in existence, week by week. And Gerry, this week we're so fucking back, right?
We are very back. Yes, this is as back as you could probably get.
Not as back in black, but we're just about there, back in gray.
Yep,
back in gray.
100%. Over the break. Because we took a break. We took a well-deserved break. Yeah. Aaron finally hung the hat up for a minute, and then quite literally a minute, and then he was like, dude, we should do this, and then we should do this, and then we should... And I was like, you gotta calm the fuck down.
I need to get on like Ambien or something. Like my mind needs to just fucking stop working. Even like that time I took half a gummy, my brain wouldn't shut the fuck up. It's like, I know you really want to relax, but like, what does Dracula's dick look like? Like, what is... And thankfully Nosferatu. Yeah.
Just go see Nosferatu and see that fucking... That vampire hog just hanging.
Vampine.
Vampine.
Yeah, dude. Oh, we love you, Track.
For some reason, when you say vampine, I just think of like a stampede of like fucking vampire dicks.
A stampede of vampire monsters. Fucking, yeah.
Stampede while.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we took a break and we were releasing some old retro rehabs that we had done when we decided let's get crazy and have like 16 different shows going at one time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's good. It fits in like so well to everything that we do anyways. So like it just feels like this is the same show, really. But there was a lot more focus on retro stuff. But like we talk about retro stuff all the time anyways.
Yes.
And that's why it's the same thing.
It is, man.
Just a different name.
Over the break, I listened to our last episode before the break, the 2021 or the 2024, my bad, recap, and then I listened to, I think it was like the second episode of Retro Rehab. I think it was the RPGs one, and I was like, this is like the same show except Gerry's hosting, and then I just chime in.
And then there's the golden episode, which is
Vim.
The Vim episode.
Yeah, people like that episode. I know Will in our Discord server, he was like, dog, I thought you guys just straight up changed the fucking name. I didn't know this was an older show of yours. I was like, yeah, it's just not like a placeholder necessarily, but like we're just we're remastering it, kind of.
Yep. Remastering it.
Doing
absolutely nothing other than just uploading. Which isn't that just kind of what Sony does these days? Oh, dude. Okay. I do love Sony though.
So to kind of get us into super important breaking news, because there's no guests, it's just me and Gerry. No guest question. We're gonna hop balls first, nothing else first, just balls first. It's super important breaking news. That
Speak for yourself. It is almost always dick first for me.
They're one attachment, or not attachment. What's the word? They're one extremity.
We are testicles.
Dude, so that PSN outage on like Friday.
Wait, hang on. I got like, now that I said we are testicles and I've been playing Spider-Man, if you just had Venom skin colored, he would just look like a fucking rankled up testicle.
Skin colored Venom. Holy shit. Nude Venom.
Oh, the therapist. Skin colored Venom can't hurt you. Anyways, go on. PlayStation outage.
I can't get the image of
skin-colored Venom
out of my brain. Oh my god.
Ew.
Yeah, so Friday, PSN went down around, I think it was like 6 p.m. I forget exactly what time zone, but it doesn't matter. Roughly around that time, and then it came back. It was a 24-hour outage. And Sony, well, at first they were like, my bad, bro, we're sorry. And then eventually they were saying how somebody... Fuck, I saw this on Facebook, but I forget
exactly. Was it like a DDoS attack or something?
No, it was like somebody had basically gotten into their like store database or something like that.
Musk is at it again, huh?
Probably. I'm not bad at Diablo 4. Everyone else just sucks. He's got like a Danny DeVito voice because he's a fucking villain.
Didn't he fucking cheat? Didn't he pay people to like fucking level his characters up and shit?
Yeah, dude.
Fucking bitch.
Yeah, you suck. Fuck you, Elon. Anyway, yeah, so it was a 24-hour out. Yeah, they found someone had broken into like the PlayStation Store's database or something, I forget. Basically, someone tried to break into something, like hack their way into something, and Sony basically just shut it all down to prevent them from getting anything else. So they didn't get like any...
Good call on their part, I guess.
Yeah, and it took them the whole 24 hours.
Is it back?
To like... Yeah, it's back now.
I was seeing a lot of shit on the internet of people being like, is this 2011 again? Because like the PSN went down for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, it was... We almost got there.
We almost lost her.
Just needed 13 more days or whatever.
Yeah, fuck.
And then,
it's pretty intense.
Yeah, so my actual piece of super important breaking news that I wanted to jot down in here is that, dude, GOG.com, they're going dick first. They're going dick first into...
They're going skin-colored Venom first.
Into preserving as many games as possible, because they keep having all these cool polls where it's like, vote for the games that you think we should preserve or whatever, and they have like Digimon World 1, I think, won one of the polls, and then Breath of Fire 3 and shit, those are on there. Dino Crisis, I think they have Dino Crisis on GOG now, actually, because of those polls.
Oh yeah, I think I seen something about that.
And it's awesome.
That's cool, yeah.
Yeah, thank God for GOG, dude. If we can't have emulation, we have GOG.
Well, fuck, dude, there's so many things still getting, like, archive.org has been getting a lot of shit taken down lately, too.
Oh, I just saw, I think it was yesterday or this morning, there was that Bloodborne 60 FPS patch or something like that. That also got taken down.
That got taken the fuck down. Which,
like, hours after it was...
Why is Sony so upset about that right now all of a sudden? Because, like, they weren't before.
Yep.
So I wonder, is Bloodborne Remastered coming out finally?
Possibly.
You think? I hope to God that is their swan song of remasters. Like that's the one that they're like, okay. No more remasters. We get it. No more.
But here's one.
This is the cherry on top. And bring it to PC, and don't make it a fucking mess like Spider-Man 2 is.
And like maybe add some new content, man. I don't know. Make the double dip worthwhile, not just for like the 60 FPS better performance, like little just poot a little extra costume or weapon.
With, I don't know. What's it called? The Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, that remaster that just dropped on Game Pass. That's like a full like overhaul of. Well, it's an overhaul of Sigma. Sigma 2.
On
so
Xbox? Like OG Xbox?
Have you played the Ninja Gaiden games?
I have. I've played one of the ones on Xbox. I think it was Black, and then on 360, I think I played Ninja Gaiden 2. I forget what the names were. I played one. I was fighting against the fish boss, and the fucking boss is a bastard, and I threw my controller across the room. The game made me do that.
Dude,
it told me to do
that
it.
game. So I'm playing Ninja Gaiden Black, the original one on original Xbox, because the Black 2 remake dropped. I was like, maybe I get into this series finally. Because I used to own Ninja Gaiden Sigma on PS3, but I never really played it that much because I got it for like cheap. It was like $20 used at like GameStop. And I never really played it that much. And the bit I did play of it, I was like, this is insanely difficult. Like, I can't fucking play this. So fast forward to now, I wanted to like pick it up and play it. And then started going down a rabbit hole of there's a very loud amount of people that think that those Sigma games are trash. They are not good, like redos of the two Ninja Gaiden Black and then Ninja Gaiden Black 2. And man, I gotta say, I kind of agree with it. They like toned down the amount of enemies and then they just made them spongier. They like cut things out of it. Yeah, like there's shit missing from the Sigma games. So I was like, well, fuck, I really want to play Black, but like there's no other way to play it other than OG Xbox or play it on 360, like a modded 360. So I was like, how's that Xbox emulation doing these days? And dude, it's good. It's really good. Yeah. So I'm playing Ninja Gaiden Black emulated, and it's super cool. It's running really well. So if anybody wants to get into the Ninja Gaiden series, I highly recommend you start with Black. Or you can play the NES games and tear your hair out. Either way, you're going to tear your fucking hair out. You're going to tear your hair out. You're going to be bald. You're going to look like fucking skin tone Venom.
Bald Venom.
Hey, man.
Oh, yeah. Ninja Gaiden 2 is the one I played on 360. I kept getting the name. I thought Ninja Gaiden 2 was just the one that was on NES or whatever the fuck. But yeah, those games are fucking cool. I'm trying to see if the Xbox ones are backwards compatible or not, but I'm not finding anything. Ninja Gaiden Black is actually. That is backwards compatible.
There is now a memory card that you can get for your PS2 that you can just straight up load up a shitload of games on a micro SD. You pop this thing in. You don't have to hack nothing. It's just like, boop, in it goes. And you can just play a bunch of PS2 games on your PS2.
Holy shit.
Yep. That's crazy. It's called the Mem Card Pro 2. So yeah, it boots up like the MMCE, which is the multi-purpose memory card emulation. I don't want to get into too much details about it, but essentially it like just allows you to like play the games. And I think it's like $150, maybe ish. Very neat, and it also acts as a memory card.
That's really fucking sweet. I found one on 8bitmods.com and it's $43 US.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, so the pros here on time extension is that there is no modification required. So you don't mod your console at all. You just pop this thing in. Low-cost gateway to Homebrew gives you full control over your save data, including cloud storage, can be transported between PS2 systems. And the cons are it can't load PS1 games, but like you can do that on a Mister, or you can emulate them. Yeah. There's PS1 is pretty far along with emulation. And then the OPL, which is open loader, which is the thing that I have on my PS2. It's just basically like this like homebrew thing where like you load all your games that like has covers and shit like that. I guess the compatibility isn't 100% there yet, but that's about it. So if you're into playing some classics on PS2 and you want to play them on real hardware, like if you have a PS2, or if you want to just go get a PS2 Slim for like $20, because like, yeah, people sell them for like $5.
Yeah, dude.
And just get one of those and pop that memory card in, load it up with some sweet ISOs.
Dude, this thing sounds awesome. I'm reading about on that same page. I'm reading about how it's got Wi-Fi built in to just the memory card itself, and you can remotely create, edit, and delete your memory cards and all of your shit on there just from like whatever
cloud saves.
That's fucking insane. Wild. That's cool,
so,
dude.
Like, you could literally take this thing to a friend's house and be like, "Hey, man, let me show you how far I am in fucking Ratchet and Clank," and pop that in because it's portable. So like you just bring it with you, no modding required. So you just pop it into any PS2. Oh, I love it, dude. This is the shit, man.
And it's got that little fucking OLED display on it too, so you can it's like a VMU basically, but with Wi-Fi and shit. That's
in the time extension article. They did say that the OLED screen wasn't installed correctly for the review unit, but that's whatever. Who cares?
That's still dope as shit. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get one.
Man. I think the main thing is just the fact that like you don't have to do any modding whatsoever, and then you can just get a micro SD. Like you can get a terabyte micro SD now for like
super cheap.
Not even that much. You could get 2 terabytes. I don't know if 2 terabytes will work. Sometimes there's like weird restrictions with file size, but I know I think I have a terabyte in my PS2. And I have that shit loaded up. It is locked and loaded.
I think I might do that. Right now, I'm just using my laptop and Launchbox. Yeah, I think I might just buy one of those fuckers and load it up with like Shadow Hearts and what the fuck else was I playing on PS2? I don't remember, but it was good stuff because there's a lot of really cool RPGs on that little bitch.
Yeah, there's lots, man. I recently beat Metal Gear Solid 2, and I've been kind of hankering for some more PS2. Like, I want to get in there. There's a lot of horror games that I never beat. I didn't beat Kuon. I've never beat Haunting Ground. I've played some Haunting Ground, but I've never beat it. What else was on there that I was like, ooh? Oh, Cold Fear. It's like that
I've heard
Resident
about
Evil 4 kind of like rip-off where you're like on a boat and shit. Mm-hmm. Ghost Hunter. Like there's so many cool obscure horror games on PS2 that I want to. Kuon is definitely one of them. And like Rule of Rose. Have you ever heard of that?
Oh yeah.
That shit's Aaron, let's play the game. How much do you think Rule of Rose costs right now?
I want to say $250, Gerry.
250?
Yeah, 250. 250.
Final answer.
No, 220. 220. Final answer.
Okay.
220.
Okay. Let me see your hands. You Googling shit?
No.
What's going on?
I'm twirling with this thing.
Okay, so Rule of Rose, loose. If you showed up to this transaction with a loose disc, like not even in a case, and you were just like, here you go, man, here's Rule of Rose, it is $507.
Mamma mia!
Sorry, what?
The complete price is $616.
Mamma mia!
That hurts.
New is $1,000 US, might I add.
Fuck,
so this is US currency. The box itself is worth $50. The manual is worth $200. Like, what the fuck?
That's insane, man. I know Kuon also goes for a lot of money, which, by the way, our boy Treaky, he did a really great review of Kuon on his YouTube channel. It's awesome. But yeah, Kuon I think is also super duper expensive.
Yeah, again, if you showed up with a disc of Kuon, it's $296 for the disc.
GameStop be like, I'll give you a stick of gum, and that's it.
Man, it drives me crazy. And this is exactly the whole, like, you know what? I always say that I have friends that are collectors, and that's super cool. But it, for a lot of people, is a massive money pit.
Yep.
When you could spend $100 getting a PS2 and that memory card thing, and you're all set. You just fucking play. Because like I don't think there's anything different about doing that. To me, is like more effort than just being like, I'm going to emulate this, which is fine.
Yeah.
Like if you want to emulate it. But like, I feel like if you actually have the console and then you like get one of these memory cards, or if you bought it like I have them on a PS2, and then you just load that shit up with a bunch of stuff, who cares?
Yeah, that's totally fine, man. Yeah, however you can get the fucking game. People shouldn't have to pay $1,500 to get a copy of fucking Rule of Rose. It's like,
and I'm sure the game is fine, but
yeah,
what the I would never. If you were like, yeah, man, the next fucking Resident Evil is coming out, and it's like it's like 80 hours long, and it's the best Resident Evil in the series, and Trent Reznor did the fucking soundtrack with Mick Gordon, I would be like, I'm not paying $1,500 for it. I'll give you 1,000.
Gilbert Gottfried doing vocals. I want to fuck you like an animal. Like that time he did a reading of the lyrics for WAP.
Yeah, you fucking with some wet ass pussy. Bring a bucket and a mop for this wet ass pussy.
Oh yeah, I thought you were gonna say that time he did Reading Rainbow.
But don't take my word for it. I was Iago in Aladdin.
His claim to fame.
Oh man, yeah, fuck collector prices. Video game collecting is cool. It's a cool hobby. If you do want to get into it, don't feel like you need to buy the expensive ones and break your fucking budget. That's fine. Yeah, no, just emulate it on whatever the fuck you have. Get a Mister. A Mister is a good fucking investment, man. You know, like, what is it? It's like 500 for like the lowest one, isn't it? Or
no, not anymore. Not since the Mr. Pie came out.
Shit, that's even better.
Mr. Pie is only like $150.
Holy shit! Okay,
for the whole thing, like the sandwich. Yeah,
the sandwich. And do you have to do anything? Like, do you have to buy anything else, or you just get the Mr. Pie and then it's like good?
You get the Mr. Pie, and then you just have to get like an SD card or something, and you just do a flash. You do like install it. You flash the card with like a specific like thing, and then that's it. Really, you're done. And then you set up your controllers. You just plug your controllers and just set them up. Done.
I think we're getting our income taxes back soon. I might get one of those. Then if it's only 150, fucking I might as well, man.
You're fucking Mr. Taxes.
Especially with the whole like Donald Trump tariff increase fucking thing, man. I don't know what's going on with that. I'm not gonna get too into that. It's wild.
Yeah, mom and dad are fighting right now, but just know that you know, I still love all my American homies.
Yeah, we love you, Canadian. We love all of our homies everywhere across the world.
You like us so much, you want to make us a state.
All of Canada, one state.
The state of Canada.
Oh god, it's just so massive. Could you imagine just this massive state?
Dude, the
state of Canada.
If they had like a toll bridge going to Canada, it's just the one single toll bridge going to Canada. You can't go anywhere else. There's just the one. Like,
and then they just right say no more city names, no more town names. It's just, where do you live? Canada.
I mean, we have like
Canada.
We have city names in the
left
States.
Part. And I live in the upper left to the north, like north.
Drop a pin on my iPhone and show me.
I live west east. Canada. East-west Canada.
West. Anyway, shit. Let's do a little bit of catch up. Talk about what we've been playing in our time off. We were in retro rehab for a little bit there, weaning off our addiction to retro gaming goodies and all sorts of addictions.
It did not work.
Nope, still addicted.
Didn't work. Yeah, we spent some time in there in the retro rehab, and we met some good friends. We met Vim, and we had friends like Dave Jackson on, and we had Matt Storm was on. That was great.
VGE.
VGE. Katrinks.
Yeah.
We met a lot of people, really good people in that rehab center. And like there was There's some real knuckleheads though. You know, like, do you know who I'm talking about? The Snow Bros.
Oh fuck yeah, I do.
It ain't snow, dude. It's fucking cocaine.
Cocaine, yeah, dude.
That is not snow. They're called the Snow Bros for a reason, and it's not good. I would not invite them over for dinner.
They run the fucking massive cocaine smuggling ring across the entire world. It's like Hostel, but with cocaine.
And the Snow Bros of all fucking things. Oh man,
those games are good. I fucking love Snow Bros. It's a good game.
You know, I've never really played them. Like, I think there's like a remaster or something that just came out. Well, you know, go figure. There's a fucking remaster of everything these days, but I think that just came out like recently.
For the Patreon show we used to do, High Score Heroes, Andre and I did an episode on Snow Bros, and we talked a little bit about that new new game that came out. It's a whole new game, and it looks kind of tight. Looks pretty
nice.
Cool.
Copious amounts of cocaine made that game.
Yeah. Copious amounts of cocaine, blood, sweat, tears, cum, and venom. Nude venom.
Nude venom. That would be a good cologne.
Nude cologne. Pashala. And it's just like there's like what it's like it's fucking venom. His back against the camera, his nude ass, and like the Venom logo
like Mike
on his
Tyson?
back. Yeah.
Just Venom like walking away with his ass out.
And there's just like this song playing in French. It's like Choulelou Valley. And it's like, he's just standing in the ocean, like he's like running. And it's like the new fragrance by Venom. I don't know.
And he just like turns around. He's like, "We are sexy."
Just hands down to his dick. And just stays there for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, man. Try the new scent, Nude Venom.
Nude Venom. Oh man.
Anyway,
yes, let's talk about the games we've played because I really need to get this one out of the way, dude. One shot, holy fuck!
Tell me about it. You told me about this last night. And you were just like, "Get it now, it's blowing my mind." I was like, "All right, I'll go. All right, I'm on it." And I didn't even look anything up, but I went and got it.
Fuck yeah,
and
dude!
I haven't played it yet though.
It's a little shorty too. Like it took me.
Oh, I love a short game.
I think it took me like 5 hours, and that was because I got stuck at one part and I walked around for a while, and I think I did a couple of side things that you can do that'll affect the story. But yeah, it's how the fuck do I? It's like it's a puzzle game, pretty much like a puzzle adventure game. You play as this little cat guy, Nico. He's fucking adorable. He carries around this light bulb, and he wakes up in this world that it's like it's like not post-apocalyptic, but it's dying. It's a dying world, and the light bulb that he carries is the sun for that new world because the sun died, and the world is just decaying and fucking falling apart. And
I've heard of this game, but I don't know much about it. Yeah, go on.
It's good, man. Like the story is so fucking like the story is so sad, and like you're constantly talking to NPCs. Well, not constantly, but like you'll be talking to NPCs.
Oh man, is this a sad dad game? Like, is this like sad games, dude?
Kind of ish.
Beth loves these sad games too. Like, there's that one with that dog that just recently came out. It's by the same people that did, I think, it's Grease. I can't remember. As soon as I seen the dog, and I was like, from the creators of Grease, and I was like, nope, I'm not playing this.
I don't know what those
like.
Are,
I'm not.
Man.
I'm not about to be crying over fucking dogs.
It's not like. It's not like super sad. It's not like everybody says, "Oh, I can't finish The Last of Us Part 2 because I get really fucking sad." Like it's not like that. It's just like the whole thing is
that's sad.
The whole thing is that Nico needs to deliver that light bulb, which is the sun for the world. He needs to deliver it to this tower and basically restore the sun to the world. And the entire time you're going along in your journey, people are like, well, fuck, no, I don't want to say a lot without spoiling a bunch, but you'll talk to people who will talk about the world, and they'll be like, oh, well, can't do this anymore because there's not as much solid land because the world is breaking apart and the ocean is just consuming all of this fucking land. And there's a lot of, it's like, it's sad and melancholic. yet it's still kind of happy in parts, because like Nico is just cute as shit. He really loves pancakes. You'll see him dreaming about pancakes and shit.
Pancakes.
Yeah, and then you meet a couple characters in the story who are just really happy. They'll be, oh, you want to come hang out at our house and all this stuff, and it's just kids hanging out.
What would you say that this game is similar to?
I would
like if you had to be like, if you like this or this and this, check this out. Because that's usually like, man, I've been noticing lately, that's the kind of shit that I'm looking for. Like, I want people to recommend stuff to me that's like, do you like Mega Man? Do you like Gomon? Do you like fucking this thing? Yep. I like all those things. Well, then this game is for you. It's top down, right?
Yeah, it's top down, and it's pretty much a walking simulator, because there's no combat. It's just like you're talking to people, you're going through the story, and you'll combine items to solve puzzles. Like you'll have to combine this and that to do this. I'm looking on Steam to see if there's any like games that it says more like this. The Witcher 3. Fuck you. It's
The Witcher 3.
maybe like
this game is exactly like Alien Isolation.
Yeah. If you like Halo 3 and you like fucking Dragon Quest 4, you'll like this.
If you liked Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo Reach, Halo 4, you should not play this game. What the fuck is Cuddly Carnage? What is this?
Oh, gory cuddly. Do you want me to go into that, or do you want to get into one of your games first?
Well, the games that I played. So, as everybody has known, the back end of the ass end of 2024, I would not stop talking about UFO 50, and I played a fuckload of UFO 50.
Hell yeah!
And pretty much the only games that are left on UFO 50 that I haven't beat are like the really, 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 really hard ones, like the shmups. And like that fucking Onion Delivery, which is like impossible.
Fuck.
So the first thing that was able to tear me away from UFO 50, and I mentioned this on our like recap of 2024 because I had gotten my Quest 3 then. But dude, I have been just playing so many fucking VR games, like so many, and I kind of forget how much I like, and like. It's hard to talk about VR because like it's so niche, and sometimes it's like, is it here to stay? I hope it is, because like there's some really cool experiences in VR. But one of the things that I really got into was Stormland, which is by Insomniac. It was an exclusive game made by Insomniac for Quest, or well, not Quest, but for Oculus. Oddly enough, it ended up getting delisted like for a hot minute.
Weird.
I think it might be back up, but like it came out and I've had it since like 2019 when I had like my first Oculus. But like back then, my computer was not up to par to run this game, because in 2019, I think the barrier to entry, if somebody had VR and a way to play this game, that still wasn't enough, because the system requirements back then were actually like insanely demanding. But this game is so cool. Like you're this robot, and it's sort of it sort of has rogue elements to it, but not really. Essentially, you're just like going from like these islands that are in the sky, and you're like zipping across them, like almost like Wind Waker, but like the traversal gets crazier and crazier as you like level up and play, and like you have like these different weapons and shit, and like the enemy encounters are so intense, and you just feel like such a fucking agile like robot ninja, and you're just blasting your way through all these dudes.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, it was really, really well done. I could not tear myself away from it. I think I want to say it's like 6 hours long, so not terribly long, because
it's pretty good.
Dude, something that I have noticed ever since I beat, what's that fucking Atlas game that just came out, Metaphor. After I finished that, I was like, yeah, I think I'm good on like long ass games for a hot second. Like I'm ready to just play some short shit, which was why UFO 50 was so good, because it was just like little game after little game. Some of them were longer, but like I love shorter games now. And even stuff like Metal Gear Solid 2 was like, that's like a 12-hour game. Dude,
it's not bad.
That's such a chef's kiss fucking like time for a game for me these days. Like, of course, I'm always gonna play like the From Software, like Souls, Elden Ring, whatever the fuck they put out, and they're long, but like I find they're different. Like I get sucked into them differently. But like I'm also playing Spider-Man 2, and like that game is like I want to say it's like 20 hours maybe if you're like zipping through it, but like that's perfect for an open world game.
Hell yeah!
Because another thing is, dude, I'm done with these. I'm like so tired of open world stuff. Like, I don't need an open world anymore. I really don't. Spider-Man's pretty good, though, because it's not... Well, and it's funny because that's also Insomniac. And something that I kind of came to the realization was Insomniac is so fucking good at traversal. They make traversal super fucking fun. And, like, that Stormland game, for a VR game, they made traversal, like, incredible. Like, you just felt so fucking good traversing.
Did you ever play Sunset Overdrive?
I didn't. I have not played Sunset Overdrive.
They made it so fucking good in that game. Sunset Overdrive is like...
It's Tony Hawk.
Basically, it's like Tony Hawk. You're grinding along rails. You're jumping on cars. You've got all sorts of wacky-ass weapons like Ratchet and Clank and shit. Because like you have...
I didn't play that game.
Dude, you got to try Sunset Overdrive. I think it's on PC now, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that game is on
I'm looking
PC.
it up. Yes, it is. Yeah.
It is?
Yeah, it's on Steam.
Let's I just want to see a quick
$20. It's fucking funny and colorful. Like you make your own character and you can give them
10 hours?
Yeah.
10 hours, dude? That's perfect.
It's awesome.
Yes. Give me that. Like that is and this is another thing too, because I've been playing Ninja Gaiden, like I feel like that style of game has been lost. Like the classic action game, like that third-person action game like Ninja Gaiden. Because these days, every fucking game that comes out that's a third-person action game is like, yes, man, Souls-like. It's a Souls-like.
Yes, man.
And let me tell you, I'm fucking sick and tired of hearing about goddamn Souls-likes. I'm fucking over it. I'll play the From Software ones. Yes, there's exceptions to the rule. Lies of P. That game is fucking awesome. I've played a little bit of Lies of P. It's really fucking good. But like the majority of these, like I don't need them. I don't need a fucking handful of Souls-likes every single year. Yeah, I'll wait for the FromSoft ones.
Yes, man.
Because they're the best. But like, man, just give me old school action games back. Like
something new, man. Like do something that I think that's why I like to go indie more than anything else, because indie games always change their shit up. Yeah, like with fucking Oneshot or the game I'll talk about next whenever. But yeah, they're so different and always...
Talk about it.
Dude,
say it with your entire chest.
I will. Gory Cuddly Carnage, dude. It came out, I think, late-ish last year, and nobody talks about this game, and it's a fucking shame, because I told Nave about this game, too. Right as soon as I started playing it, I was like, Nave, you need to play this game. It's like if Bayonetta and Devil May Cry and Tony Hawk were on crack. Like, it's basically a character... Well, it is a character action game, but instead of running around on foot, you're on this hoverboard, and you're this cat who rides on the hoverboard, and the hoverboard has like different kinds of weapons and attacks you can use. Like you can bash enemies with your shield that also blocks projectiles. You have these blades on each end of your hoverboard, so you can spin around and do this cool blender move and like shred up enemies. And it's really fucking gory. There's lots of horror too. Like the enemies are just fucking grotesque. Like one of the bosses is Bear in a Box, and it's this fucking hideous like teddy bear Jack in the Box thing. And there's lots of swearing. They say like shit and fuck all the time. And in the little upgrade,
really selling me on this. I think this is going in the pile.
There's also like in this little upgrade shop you can go to, you can buy you can increase the power of your attacks. At first, the swearing is censored with bleeps, but you can buy an upgrade in the shop. It's super cheap to unlock swearing.
Really?
Yeah. And
it's hilarious.
There's also different costumes you can put on. Gory, who is the cat, you can change his eye color, his hoodie that he wears, his fur color and shit. You can change the decals on your hoverboard.
Dude, I've never heard of this game. Like,
it's
not once, and it looks cool. I just looked
awesome.
at some screens. Yeah, this is
It's
gonna
exactly
happen.
the type of game you were fucking talking about, man. Like it's so fast. Like there's parts where you'll have to like ride the hoverboard and escape shit and just do like really light platforming shit, but it's always fun and snappy. Like I never really got frustrated with it because you'll just ramp off of ramps and have just humongo airtime. And then you'll like wall slide on a fucking billboard and then grind on a rail and fuck man, it's good. It's pretty fucking cheap too. I think like $20, $21. Sorry,
Nice.
but it's worth it, man. It's awesome.
It's how long to beat is 7 hours for the main story, which
Yeah.
is like, again, that's give those games to me all day long. I feel like this year, for the most part, I'm just gonna play lots of short games because like I feel like, dude, you are a prime example of this. you end up starting so many huge games.
Yep.
And you're like, yeah, I just started this game, and I'm like, okay, sweet. And then you're like, dude, I've been playing a little bit of this game. I'm like, well, what happened to the other game? And you're like, no, I'm playing that too. It's like, so you're playing a collective amount of game, or like the collective amount of time that it's going to take you to beat both of these games is like probably 160 hours.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, dude. And then I'm like, cool. And then you're like, dude, I also started this other game. It's pretty short though. It's like 30 hours. And I'm like, you got to calm down. You're going to need to calm down, pop that shirt off, and take some medicine or something. Because like, holy fuck.
I don't know what's wrong with me, man. Like maybe I just
this is the thing though. These short games, that's the cure. That is the fucking cure.
Gotta be.
You just start fucking playing some of these short games. You can knock them out in a couple sittings, and then you just feel good. You're just like, yeah, I'm completing shit. And like, that's what happened to me. I went so long, like from the time the PS3 came out until like when I built my first PC. Because when I built my first PC, and then it was like, these games are super cheap, I'm just buying everything. My Steam account went from 0 games to like 115 in like a month. And like, I was just buying shit constantly. Just being like, oh, super cheap, buying it. Never playing it. So like, there was a good while where I was just like starting some stuff, never really finishing stuff. And then I don't know, something clicked and I was like, I gotta start like beating these. So when I started tracking them, because I was tracking my games before How Long to Beat even existed. I was just like, I had an Excel sheet each year that I would like put games into.
God damn.
And it helped me be like, I need to focus on this game. And like when How Long to Beat came out and it was like telling me, you know, if I was like, ooh, pretty interested in playing this game, is like, it's 45 hours long. Okay, well, what else do I have in the hopper? Like, I don't really want to do something so long. And then I would just find like some short games. And dude, I was just like beating games left, right, and center. So good. That's what you need. You just got to beat some short games, man. Did you beat Gory?
No, I'm close though. I think I'm like halfway through. Because what is it? Because I beat Bomberman 64 earlier this year, and that was fucking awesome. And then I beat
a Kirby or something, right?
I beat Kirby before that. I think I beat like 2 Kirbys in December, and then just like yesterday I beat Oneshot. So yeah, now I'm gonna work on Gory, and yeah, I don't know if I just have like adult onset ADHD or something, but I haven't been able to commit to long games for a while because like
it's tough.
Or I guess
especially like with having a family and like other shit to do, like other responsibilities. Like,
yeah,
it's just, it takes too much time out of your day to just be like, because like my buddy kind of put this into perspective in a really cool way too. Like how, you know, if he were to start Metaphor, if he got 2 hours a night, like a solid 2 hours to play a game, he's like, sweet, I got like a couple hours, I got like an hour where I can just like play a game. So what are you going to accomplish in Metaphor in an hour to 2 hours? Fucking nothing. It's just going to be like, okay, I guess I'll just play this game and just truck along and hopefully, you know, something real cool happens. And like, I don't know. Like if you play these shorter games, like in Metal Gear Solid 2, that's a 12-hour game. If you got a couple hours, like that's fuck all really. Like 6 sittings, you can beat it in. Like that's so manageable. You can beat it in a week if you're playing it every day for a couple hours.
That's
so like
yeah.
I just feel like it's more satisfying. Not that large RPGs aren't satisfying. I love a JRPG, but like I don't know. These days I'm just more and more inclined to play shorter stuff.
Yeah.
And like big open world games, don't need them.
I think
But when they're refined though, like Spider-Man 2 is actually really well done. It never feels like, you know, there's a lot of shit that I need to do.
Like overwhelmed kinda, or
no, like stuff starts popping up as the game progresses, but like I never feel like I have to do that shit. Sometimes I'll just like mainline the story mission like 4 or 5 times in a row, and then I'll be like, oh, I kind of want to like unlock this ability. But like you get so much experience and like stuff from the story missions that like if you want some extra shit, then you can do the side missions. And like some of the side missions are actually kind of fun too, though. Like they take you out of your element, and it's not just like there's no like real fetch quests. Like it's always like an activity of some sort. Like it's a different kind of mechanic to the game, which is good. It keeps it fresh. But like I don't know. I just don't need fucking open world games that are just like when Greg and Beth made me play Assassin's Creed last year for losing the game fantasy draft. They made me play Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And let me tell you, dude, like I know people have a lot of good things to say about the game. I thought that was the fucking most boring goddamn shit I've ever played. Like I was just like bored to fucking tears with it. I had a mandatory 8-hour sentence and I did not want to do that. Like at all. After like 3 hours, I was like, I'm fucking over this. Like I do not need this at all. I wish game companies would stop being like, it's fucking twice the size of Grand Theft Auto 5's map, and it's 4 times the size of the Witcher 3 map. Blah, 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 blah. It's like, who cares?
It's stupid. Like,
who gives a shit?
One of my favorite open world games that like it's not huge, like it's kind of compact, but like Batman Arkham City, I fucking love that game. Like it's not,
dude.
Sure, it's not as big as GTA 5 or fucking The Witcher 3. Yeah, but it's the perfect size for that game. Like it's not too long, it's not too short. The fucking side shit you can do, like the side missions or the collectibles, they all tie into like how like the main game works. It's not ever like tedious or anything like that. And like I'm not a big fan of Origins or Arkham Knight, but like Arkham Asylum.
I didn't like Arkham Knight.
Yeah,
Asylum is amazing.
They're both fucking
like
awesome.
Asylum is like so tightly knit, and it's basically like a Metroidvania.
Yeah.
So like that, give me that. Like Deus Ex, those Deus Ex games.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect example of the kind of open shit that I like. Give me a hub, and then give me some open-ended levels, like big levels, but not like a big open world map. I don't need that. Give me like areas that I can go to that are like, this is like a whole open thing, but like make it like tight level design.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the thing that gets lost with some of these giant open world games is like, but where's I appreciate the level of detail sometimes it's pretty fucking copy and paste, but like, the level of detail in The Witcher 3, fantastic. But like, maybe The Witcher 3 is not a good example though, because that is a really good open world, but like, I just feel like sometimes it's just lost. Like you just lose that level design where it's like, what about the cool level design? Like I love shit that like brings you back to somewhere when you're like, oh, I'm here now again. Sweet. I fucking love that shit. And I've been meaning to play, what's that, Star Wars, the Jedi games, Fallen Order.
Fallen Order and
Jedi Survivor.
Yeah,
I really want to play those because the stuff that I've heard about them is that they're very much like a Metroidvania-ish. Like they're not like an open world or anything. Like it's just like these larger areas, and they all kind of like intertwine and shit. Love that. That is my jam.
I think that's why I really fucking enjoy a good Metroidvania, is because they have a pretty big semi-open world that you unlock as you unlock more cool abilities, but it's not like overwhelmingly just unnecessarily huge like most games are. Like a good Bloodstained, a game that I'm still working my way through, because I mean it's pretty big, but I mean I'm still working my way through it to get the good ending, because there's like 3 different endings you can get. But I keep coming back to that game all the time, and I keep thinking to myself, why the fuck did I put this down? This is amazing. Or like Hollow Knight, I've never beaten that, but I would like to, because that game's also awesome. Like, dude,
it's a hard as fuck game though.
It is.
That takes something out of you. Yeah, I really enjoy, like, I like Metroidvanias a lot, but lately I've wanted more 3D Metroidvanias. Like, that is what I want. There's something about like a 3D Metroidvania that's just like, there's not enough of them. You know, when I think about that kind of stuff, I think of like Arkham Asylum is a perfect example. That's like a 3D Metroidvania. Obviously, Metroid Prime. Metroid Prime is a prime example of a 3D Metroidvania.
I can't think of any other ones. Maybe Recore.
I've always wanted. I own that game, and I've never. See, this is the thing. I bought that game when I first built my PC, and I never fucking played it. But I heard like really good things about it, and like it didn't review very well. But like a lot of people comparing it to Mega Man for some reason.
It's made by, I think one of the people that directed it was the guy that directed Mega Man.
Really?
I can't think of his name. It was also developed by Retro Studios, who did Metroid Prime.
It was?
Yeah.
I gotta play this game. What the fuck?
I think get the definitive edition, because like the original game that came out was very fucking broken. Like they rushed it, but then they made the definitive edition and they fixed fucking
12 hours long. Yeah. I'm all about it, dude. I'm so about this.
Yeah, man.
Fuck yeah. Is it on Steam, I wonder?
It's gotta be. If Sunset Overdrive is on there, it's gotta be. Recore, Steam.
Wait, no. Where do I own this? I own this game, but I don't remember where I bought it.
Maybe on Xbox?
Maybe it was the Xbox. Maybe it's the Microsoft store.
Yeah, it was an Xbox exclusive for a little while. Yeah, it is on Steam, the definitive edition.
I don't know if I have the definitive edition or not. But yeah, either way, that definitely sounds like something that I need to get this.
I need it.
I do. I need this in my life.
Before we talk about more games, should we take an ad break and hear from our sponsors?
Hell yeah. I gotta go let my dog out.
Okay, that's fine. We'll be right back. Oh man, this week's episode is brought to you by Taxidermy Kids Birthday Parties. Hey Gerry, have you ever had a birthday?
Kids? I got some kids. They have birthdays that I never remember.
Which one are you? Oh, have you ever been to a birthday party where there's just not enough people there? There's nothing to do, no one to converse with. Well, guess what? Taxidermied animals are the perfect solution for that, because they won't leave early, they won't forget to bring drinks, they won't ignore you to go talk to Dan from accounting or whatever.
No sir, just call Craig up. He shows up and he's gonna be, I hope you like Duhast, because he's just gonna be blasting Duhast the whole time and just running around. He smokes in front of the children too, but which you're just gonna have to get used to. But yeah, he'll just like wheel out some carts with like some blankets on it, and then like kablam, here you go. He's like screaming Duhast, he's like ripping blankets off, and it's just like a koala bear that is got sunglasses on and a party hat and like a sparkler. I almost said a sprinkler. A sparkler just hanging out of his mouth. And like there's crocodiles, there's like rare endangered birds. He has the last dodo bird that's just like taxidermied up. It's all patched up. It's got like pieces of a quilt like melded into it, just because like dodos are kind of hard to come by, so you kind of had to do a workshop on that one. But yeah, it's super fun. It's better than having like a clown. I mean, they smoke in front of your kids too, so like you may as well just call Craig up. He's gonna smoke in front of your kids, and then reveal all these amazing taxidermied animals, and they're real good.
Yeah, and there's all sorts of different packages. Like his standard package is just the animals, just the animals as is. But he can also dress them up as like Rugrats characters. He could put cool like party hats and sunglasses on them if you want.
If you want, you can run out. Like he's got a taxidermied chimp. You can run in, grab your dead dad's clothes, and just throw it on the chimp, and then there you go.
We'll dress up.
Dead dad's back from the dead.
I love you, Dad.
Craig's just behind him.
Like, Craig's behind him. He's like, I love you too, son. Oh man, I can imagine. Like you're standing there at your birthday party. Craig's running like maybe 15 minutes late, and then his fucking his Geo Metro pulls up, and he just like opens the door, and all his smoke billows out. He's got this trash can of trash bag of taxidermied animals.
There's just stiff animals falling out everywhere. Like he gets out, instead of like beer cans,
fuck
it's
my
just
possum.
Yeah.
That's Jiggles the possum. Oh fuck! I can't believe I forgot him. And he's got a taxidermy,
a staple of the taxidermy birthday party. Jiggles the possum.
And he's got a taxidermied man as well too. That's the cherry on top. In case you couldn't get like Peppa Pig or Chuck E. Cheese to come to your birthday party, you can dress
he does have a pig that he does do impressions of Peppa Pig and Porky Pig. It's just a pig, but like he pretends to be all these cartoon animals and stuff. And like there's a cat.
He's doing a good job.
Pretends to be Hello Kitty and shit. And like there's balloons. He brings a couple of balloons, but they're like not blown up. They're just kind of like floppy balloons.
He's just throwing them out of his pocket. Here you go, kid. Happy birthday. I can just imagine him rolling up that taxidermied old man. He's got this like boom box duct taped to the back of the wheelchair. Du hast.
There's pyrotechnics and shit, but like the pyrotechnics are just like sparklers that are like attached to the wheelchair.
He's got some Roman candles like taped to the old man's hands, and they're like bottle rockets.
And then he's like, surprise! This is also the piñata, and he just like hauls like a fucking hoist, and then like you realize he's got like an anchor attached to his back, and then he goes up in the air, and then all the kids start screaming out of pure joy, and they just start beating the shit out of this fucking taxidermied old man, and then like fucking Werther's Originals just start pouring out of it.
He's got a fucking speak and say like taped to where his mouth is, so it's just like, happy birthday, Tommy. Ow.
Yep. And the kids are just going savage on this poor man's dead taxidermied body for those Werther's Originals. Well, Craig is just like, you're doing good, kids. You're doing good. You're doing the Lord's work.
And it's fine though, because he's got hinges attached to the old man's chest, so he can just close them right back up like he's Rosie from the Jetsons. It's just like, whoop, it's closed.
That old guy is also Craig's dad, apparently. But
but
the kids don't need to know that.
That's right, it's Craig's dad. Hey, Craig also has other cool animals. Like he's got a camel. You can open up the hump on the camel. It's got a really rusty hinge. You gotta give it a good tug, but it'll open, and you can put all sorts of cool like party favors in there, like kazoos. I don't fucking know.
He also has there is an exclusive SuperPod code that you can use to unlock the DLC package that comes with Craig, where he does his
definitive edition.
Yeah, it's the definitive Craig edition, and he just shows up with like his new concoction of like he has like a squirrel that has like metal parts. It basically becomes like Tetsuo, like the Iron Man. And like it's just like it's like a squirrel that looks like Akira toward the end of the movie Akira, where it's just like all these crazy parts like coming off of it. And he'll sit down. He'll play with your kids. Like your kids will be like, "Hey, I got a Power Rangers toy and a Transformers toy." And he'll be like, "I got fucking Mecha Squirrel," and he'll just like play with them and shit. Also, still smoking cigarettes, blowing it in their face.
Craig walks in. He's like, "That'll be $70. And then the mom hands him a fucking check, and he's like, "Thanks."
He's a man of class.
Yep.
He wanted us to make sure that we said that he paid us a crisp $5 bill for this ad spot. So thank you, Craig. And on your next kid's birthday party, don't look anywhere else. Just look up Craig. He's on the dark web. You can get him there.
Yeah. Why not choose Craig? Again, taxidermied animals. They're your friends till the very end. They'll never leave. They'll never talk shit behind your back. They'll never use your credit card to buy video games. They'll never do any sort of bad shit. They're always there for you. Why not? Give Craig money. Thank you, Craig, for sponsoring this episode. Oh man, we're so back. We're definitely back again.
Yes, we are back to our show. We are back from our break.
From the grave.
Yep. It's all good.
Another game that I've been diddling with is a Suika game.
Diddle me this.
Diddle me this, Batman.
Could you imagine if the Riddler was
the diddler?
Diddler?
Batman's got a whole new type of villain.
Just sexually assaulting Batman every time he shows up. Just like grabbing his ass and being like, hello, Batman. Batman's like, Riddler, I really need you to stop. He's like, no, I am the diddler now. And he's like grabbing his fucking dick and shit.
He's doing this, like twirling. Let's say he's like doing this, but it's with Batman's dick. I was twirling like hair around my finger, but like, cord. Yeah, dude, he's pigtailing his dick.
Pigtailing. Batman, I say you have come to foil my plans again. Come here while I diddle your dick.
God damn, it's a Suika game. Have you heard of that shit before?
No.
Oh man, it's Suika game. It's just this dumb little like arcade puzzle game where you drop fruits, and like, so if you combine 2 cherries, it'll make a strawberry, 2 strawberries to a grape, 2 grapes to an orange, or whatever. And then the whole point of it is to get as many points as possible. But if you fill your board up too much to where it like overlaps like the top lip of the container, then you lose. And it's just a fun, dumb fucking time waster.
Stop thinking about the diddler.
If you're looking for something good to diddle your time, I don't know, fucking diddle a Suika game.
Diddle away.
Diddle away the hours. Oh yeah, man, it's just the perfect dumb fucking baby game if you're just like I think Tuesday or Wednesday night we bought a new car, and we were waiting for the dude we were waiting to buy the car from to show up, and I was just diddling away on my phone playing some Suika game, and it was just cool, good fun. Yeah, Suika game. Fuck you, fuck that game. It makes me angry sometimes, man.
At the end, you're just like, yeah, it's so good. Fuck that game.
Well, it's like it's physics based as well too. Like all the fruits are like, they've got different shit. Well, most like 90% of them are round. The grapes are like the only ones that aren't like totally round because they're grapes. But yeah, it's like, God forbid they roll in the wrong direction, and then your whole fucking strategy is fucked. And then it's like, why am I diddling away this game? Why am I diddling this game? I don't know, man. Diddle.
Yeah.
P diddly.
Diddle. P diddly. Yeah, some other VR things that I was picking at, I ended up beating What the Bat, which is like a sequel-ish to What the Golf. Have you played or heard of What the Golf?
I've heard of What the Golf. I haven't heard of What the Bat. This sounds cool.
Oh, dude, you should play What the Golf. You know what? There's a mobile version, and the mobile version is actually really good. I highly recommend. That's a fun game that like definitely you think it's one thing and then it turns into a different thing.
That's what I've heard.
And not in like a scary like fucking Inscription way. Like it just like it starts off very like do this action and now do this action, and then you're like, wait, what the fuck just happened? Yeah, and it gets really, it's very funny. Like it made me laugh quite a bit. It's on Switch. You can get it on Switch.
Yeah.
It's also a Switch game. But yeah, What the Bat is like a VR version of What the Golf, but with bats. And it's hilarious. Like,
it's cool.
It starts off very much like What the Golf, where it's just like you're standing up, your hands are bats, and you see like a baseball like on a thing, and you're like, okay, pretty standard. Hit the baseball. It's like, yay. Okay, next level. And then it's like, okay, now there's like a thing on the ground that I have to hit with the ball. Okay, you do that. But eventually you start doing shit where like you're in your house and you're like having to pick up toast with your bat hands and like put it in the toaster and like push the things down, and then like, yeah, it just gets out of control. Like there's just crazy shit happening that's like has nothing to do with baseball. Like at one point you're like stranded on a fucking island and shit, and you gotta like put your bat in the ocean, and like an eel grabs onto it, and then the electric eel, like you power up like this generator and shit. Like it's so good. Yeah, it's hilarious.
That is
and it's only like 3 or 4 hours long. Like it was not a very long game. So again, short games. It's the way to be.
Dude.
And then I also played a little bit of have you ever heard of Thumper?
Yeah, the like rail shooter kind of thing where it's like rhythm based.
Yeah, and you're like a little beetle thing.
Yeah.
That game is insane. Like that's a very intense game. And it was also in VR. I played it in VR on the first PlayStation VR. But the sequel to, well, it's a sequel, yeah. It's like a spiritual successor, I guess. It's called Thrasher. And not to be mistaken by the PS1 skateboarding game, but it's a kind of spiritual successor to it where like you're guiding like this little like eel looking thing. You have to like make it go through like these rings, like you have to break these rings, but then there's other stuff in the levels that like you'll hit and it takes time away. So you have to go through like different levels and phases all within a time limit. But like if you keep hitting shit and fucking up, like it'll take the time away and then you won't have enough time to finish it. The first couple of worlds, I was like, seems really easy. Like I'm fucking killing this game. But then it got like, it stepped up. And it got to the point where I was like, okay, I hit the difficulty spike. And it's like pretty intense. They keep adding new mechanics as you go. Like at one point you get a thing where like if you hold the trigger, you can like draw a line, and then like your eel like flies across the screen, and it also like breaks through shit when it does it.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's really fun. I'm probably like, I probably have like another third of the game to go, but I've been having a really good time with it. It's really fun.
Hell yeah.
And then I also I threw on so last year some really big VR games came out. Like we had that Batman game, we had that Alien game, we had that Metro game, and then there was also Skydance's Behemoth, which is fucking crazy, dude. It's so goddamn good. It's like VR Shadow of the Colossus.
Whoa, this looks wild. Holy shit.
Yeah. But it's also like really focused, like when you're not fighting the behemoths, like the sword play and shit, like the hand-to-hand combat is excellent. It's by the same team that made that Walking Dead VR game, Saints and Sinners, which is also very, very good. Yeah. And that's the thing, like I have been trying to play VR games that don't feel like a novelty, and I feel like there's enough of them now. Like there's some bigger budget VR games, but even some of the indie ones are really good too, like What the Bat. But like I don't want to play a VR game just to be like, oh, I could pick a thing up and twist the thing and move the thing over. Like I don't need that. I want like full-blown games, but like make it unique for VR. And Behemoth does that. It does that exactly. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to playing more VR stuff. I kind of want to try to stream some VR. I want to do Madison in VR. I have Madison on PC, but there's a VR version of it, and that game is terrifying. And have you played VR at all?
I've played like a little tiny bit of it on my 12-year-old's Oculus. I think I played like Beat Saber for a little bit, and then like a little bit of Gorilla Tag.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Yeah,
but like it's hard to explain. Like if I was like, dude, yeah, this Batman game, this new Batman game on VR, so good. But if you were like what's cool about it? It's hard to sell VR games until you actually like put the headset on and like you're in it. Like it's I don't know, it's hard. It's a hard sell. But like, yeah, like that Batman game, that dude, speaking of Arkham games, that is an Arkham game. It's in the Arkham universe. And the combat is the Arkham combat, but in VR. Like they made that shit work.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like you essentially, like if you're looking at a guy, like an emblem will show up, and when you punch, you just automatically dive and connect to them, and you just start punching away, and then you'll see like flashing indicators like on this, like in your peripherals, and if you just like move your arm in that direction, you'll automatically turn and like dash towards that enemy, and you'll block, and then you can follow up with like a counter attack. So it's very much like they've managed to make the Arkham combat work in VR, which is like crazy to think.
Hell yeah.
But you gotta have a good space, man. Like
you'll punch out your wife and your TV.
Holy shit. Like when I was playing that Alien game, I was literally playing in this room, like standing back there. It was fine. Perfect. Same thing with like What the Bat. But like this game, dude, I had to like move furniture to play this game. Like
you're doing full blown scissor kicks
like,
and shit.
Holy fuck, dude. Like you get so distracted by where you actually, like you get so disoriented by where you're actually standing because there's so much moving and turning and fucking punching and shit. Like my nephew was like, hey, I want to try this game. I was like, maybe like outside. Because like
outside,
I don't want my TV to get punched. Fucking Falco punch my goddamn 77-inch OLED. No thanks.
No thanks, kid.
But yeah, VR is good.
Fuck yeah, man. Have you, totally unrelated, have you ever touched the Felix the Cat game on NES? Have you ever diddled with Felix the Cat?
Have I ever diddled? A long time ago, yeah.
I popped that in for a little bit the other day, and I've been playing like little bits. I've been diddling little bits of it here and there. Yeah, that game is, I mean, there's like fucking no challenge to it, but it's fun to just like breeze through an easy peasy game. And I think there's only like, I think I'm about 3/4 of the way through the game, and that's been kind of fun just running through it. It's kind of almost like Kirby, where like instead of inhaling enemies and getting their powers, you'll collect these little emblems, and then after you get so many emblems, you'll power up to a new form. Like you start off with just Felix in his fucking magic bag, and then you'll be Felix in like a fucking airplane, or Felix in a fucking car, or something like that.
Didn't Treasure make that game?
I don't know. Let me look it up. Felix the Cat, NES,
or
maybe.
Capcom or something. Like I feel like it was someone good that made
Hudson
that game.
Soft. Or wait,
Hudson made it?
Hudson was the publisher. Actually, developer was Shimada Kikaku. Shimada Kikaku.
Is that a person or is that a company?
I don't know. I'm gonna look that up also. Yeah, Hudson published it. Let's see.
Person, place, or thing.
I think that is a company. Yeah, Shimada Kikaku is a company.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I should throw that on the NES one, or the right NES.
Yeah,
NES game.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Yeah, I should throw that on. Sometime. Throw it on the old Mister.
I'm still chugging away at Breath of Fire 3.
Chugging.
Yes, still chugging.
Chugging Breath of Fire.
But chugging some fire, man. Yeah, I need to get back to that game. There's a couple games I need to play for other shows I'm going to be a guest on that I need to get out of the way first. And then Gory, and then I'll get back to Breath of Fire, because that game is really fucking...
You need to make a schedule.
I know I do, man. The Breath of Fire games are pretty fucking slept on. Like I kept thinking, like, dude, these games are just bare bones, fucking bland ass RPGs, but they're not. Like the stories are so fucking crazy in these. I didn't think anything of these games until I started. Like I got pretty far in Breath of Fire 3, and then I read a little bit about the first game and the second game, and I was like, holy shit, yeah, I need to play these ones. That's pretty wild.
I would recommend getting some sort of like a improvement ROM hack for those first two.
Yeah, I have the one
Especially
for the
like
first one.
The random encounters were like brutal. So
Yeah.
if you can get like a quality of life fix and play that,
Yeah.
because it's bad for the random. Like you take like 3 steps and you're fighting battles.
Yeah.
No one needs that.
I got the one that reduces the random encounter rate and then gives you more gold and XP per per battle.
Yeah, that's the
shit.
one.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the one. Get that. Do that.
Getting it, doing it.
Yep. I think we're about to the line here.
Yeah.
Where we get to say our goodbyes, but also our most generous part of the episodes. We are generous lovers, so we give you
Random Recommended Games!
Oh, love a good random recommended game. I have been playing a little game that is... When I found this game, it was pitched as, this is a Mega Man-like. And I get it. I get that. But it is way different than a Mega Man game. Matter of fact, it feels more like a Kirby and a Wario game kind of mixed together with like some
Holy
Mega Man
shit.
elements. It's called Fallen Leaf. Now, if you haven't heard of this, I'm not surprised because I
looking
didn't
it up
either
right now.
until very, very recently. And at first I was like, oh, I see what this is going to be. This is just going to be like a Mega Man game with like woodland like themes. Nope. It's certainly not that. There's a world map. There's towns. You, after every level, you get like an item from a treasure chest. Sometimes it's like a new character that you can use and swap between on the fly in the levels. You get like Castlevania style power-ups and like different weapons, and like you can find heart pieces that'll increase like your health. You can go back to the towns after you find like, because you might go to like a town and someone's like, man, I really wish I still had that fax machine. And then like you'll play a level and like it'll be like, got fax machine. And then you're like, oh, that fucking guy. And you'll go back to him and he'll give you like a heart piece. So like there's a lot of cool like stuff going on like that. The level designs are really, really tight. The controls are very tight. Like you have, so far what I've seen, there's 3 characters that I have right now. There's Leaf. He's basically Mega Man. He has like a buster and he has like a decent jump and he's kind of slow. But then there's Petal. She's like his sidekick. She jumps higher. She's a little faster. Her shots are a little weaker, but she has like this little bee that follows you around and it like also acts as like a secondary fire.
That's
and
cool
then
as fuck.
we unlocked, it's like a totally optional character. We unlocked like this cat girl called Paula, and she is basically like Zero from Mega Man X. Like she's very close combat, but has like a huge like arc to her attack, and she can jump. And like I just unlocked a double jump on the weekend when I was playing it. Dude, it is really, really,
Sounds
really
dope as
fucking
shit.
good. And the pixel graphics, like the pixel art is very, very well done. And again, I thought it was going to be like a, I don't know, like a wood themed Mega Man, but like after that first world, because there's world maps, and like there's alternate exits to levels and stuff, like there's secret exits. Dude, it is like, I'm shocked more people don't know about this game, because I was blown away by it the more that I've played it.
And when did it come out?
I don't know when this came out. Maybe in the last couple of years.
Oh, July 2024.
2024.
Holy
Yeah.
shit. This game looks awesome, dude. Yeah, I'm wishlisting it for sure.
It's very, very good. And yeah, I guess How Long to Beat says main story is about 11 hours. So again,
That's perfect.
It's not a crazy long. It's long for this type of game, but like once you realize that it's less of a Mega Man and more of like a Kirby Wario thing, also kind of a little bit classic Castlevania, because like Castlevania 2, like you're going back, there's towns and shit.
Yeah.
You can like do little side quests for people. And yeah, it's so good, man. I highly, highly recommend anybody that's into like a Mega Man, a Kirby, or a Wario, or even Castlevania, like classic Castlevania. This is your jam right here. Please
Wishlisted.
play this.
Hell yeah. My random recommendation is one that actually came out earlier this year, January 17th, 2025. It's Takara cards, of course. It's a fucking deck builder roguelike, because I'm a junkie, dude. This is I was in the same room as fucking Zool when I was in retro rehab, and he was in there because he did a bunch of coke and killed a
Zool?
prostitute. I don't know. Anyway, we were The Takara cards really caught my attention. I forget where I saw it. I think it was on an ad on Facebook, or no, I think I saw a post about it on Blue Sky. Yeah, I checked it out. All the screenshots and videos look really good. I bought it, and yeah, it's awesome, man. It's like did you ever play Citizen Sleeper or any game kind of like that, where it's like,
no, I've heard really good things about Citizen Sleeper, and that second one just came out, but I've never played them.
Yeah, where it's like kind of like a text-based like story adventure game kind of, but there's like little bits where like in between combat sections, you'll be in your ship and you can look at like the map and plan out like which area you want to go to next, and different areas have being a roguelike, like different areas have different things available. Like this area will have a shop, this area will have like a repair place for your ship, this one will have like their own exclusive upgrades that you can buy for your ship, or exclusive attacks and shit. And there's different species that you can pick and play as that have different bonuses as well, like the dwarves. Like every time you do this, your cards are more powerful and shit. Then there's all sorts of cool characters in different like planets and areas you can talk to. You'll have like little dialogue sections, kind of like Citizen Sleeper, even like Dragon Age and shit, where it'll be like the character says this, and you have 3 options based on like what reputation or attributes that you have for your character, and depending on what you pick, you'll get different bonuses, like, oh, they repair your ship, or you get this cool free card. And then it
definitely has a cool look.
Yeah,
the look is really cool.
Yeah, they're really cool looking. And the card, like the combat sections are really, really fun. Like it's more strategy than anything else, because you'll be on this grid and it's just you and your ship, and there'll be enemies pretty much everywhere. There'll be enemies or like meteors or like debris or some shit, and you basically like you can look at each enemy and tell where they're like which space they're going to go to, what action they're going to take, like attack or recharge, and you have certain amounts of points that you can spend on attacks or doing this and that, and you have to make sure you position yourself to where you don't get hit by enemies, or if you don't have a shield, bunch of shit. And it's an awesome fucking game, man. I've trying to keep myself from not playing it as much as I want to, so I can finish other shit first. But it's awesome. Well, it's really, really awesome.
According to How Long to Beat, it's only 2 hours long.
I think I've pumped like 30 or 40 minutes into it, so fuck, maybe I should just get that out of the way, man. Maybe I should just get that out of the way.
Do the small ones first, man. That's the thing. Maybe we do got to go back to rehab. Well, you got to go back to rehab.
I definitely do.
You got to get this unfinished game business taken care of.
When I die, I'm gonna be like, but my backlog is too huge, and then to my son, I leave my never-ending backlog, and then my kids are just like,
for some reason you sound like Vegeta when you're saying this, so now I'm just picturing Vegeta saying all this shit like, Trunks has to finish my backlog.
Bulma, bounce on my dick.
Oh my god.
Oh,
good old Bulma Briefs.
Bulma Briefs.
What's her last name?
I don't. Oh, it is?
Yeah, because her dad is fucking Professor Briefs or whatever.
Boxer Briefs.
Yeah, so she's Bulma Briefs, and that means Trunks is Trunks Briefs.
Pants.
Come here, pant.
Come here, boy. Oh boy.
Cool. All right. Well, let's get our asses out of here. I'm close to beating Spider-Man 2, so I want to see if there's going to be a fucking skin tone Venom reveal by the end of this game.
Yeah, I need to go back to rehab and figure my shit out.
Episode title.
I need a lobotomy. Venom. skin tone lobotomy Venom. Oh yeah, skin tone Venom is perfect. Anyway, that's it for the show today, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Make sure to check out our Patreon. I've added a $1 tier to the goddamn thing now. So if you want to support the show, but you don't want to give like too much away, that's $1, $2, or $4 a month. Yeah, check all that out. There's cool shit that we're doing on there, early access, unedited video versions of each episode. Make sure to check out SuperPodSaga.com for literally everything else. Like, you can find our merch there. You can find a link to the SuperPod Network website, which is just superpodnetwork.com. But yeah, make sure you check out our socials. Listen to Super Ghost Radio for God's sakes. If you haven't, I don't know why you haven't already. God damn it. And
yeah, we'll be back soon because we also we always take a break as well.
Yeah.
But I started a new job, so that's been taking up a lot of time, just kind of getting acclimated with that. But I'm hoping that the new episode will be out probably toward the end of this month or early March, and then it'll be full swing again.
Please leave a review or rating wherever you listen to this ad to find some way of doing it. It really helps the show. Anything else you want to add here, Gerry?
I think that's about it.
Other than skin tone venom and diddling skin tone venom?
Well, I hope he shows up, but I hope the diddles are at a minimum.
Minimal diddles.
Minimum diddle.
Anyway, folks, yeah, well, we got to get the hell out of here. Gerry has to. He's gonna go hang out with Wario in the
smoke shack.
Yeah, in his smoke shack. He's gonna smoke meats and cigars and I don't know.
With Craig.
With Craig, yeah.
Yeah, and Aaron needs to really start playing short games and beating those. Beat them like a redheaded stepchild.
I'm working on it. I'm gonna get that fucking Felix the Cat done one of these days.
Hey, that by the way, that's okay because I am redheaded, so it is okay.
And I'm a stepchild, so it's okay. We're two halves of the same straw penny.
Fusion, ha!
Anyway, thanks for listening, everybody. If you made it this far, we love you so much. Let's say bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye.